Hey guys, welcome back to Charlie and Mia camping vlog, the van build Project 2 Overlander, with thanks to our video sponsors Gary's Glue. We'll be using Gary's Glue high-tech adhesive in all the building parts that we need to use a glue or adhesive. This stuff is available at garysglue.ie and in stores, some stores around the country of Ireland. So what have we got today? This is a bits and pieces video. It's going to come to you over a couple of weeks. For today is November 1st. Getting close to Christmas. Why do I decide to do these videos in the middle of winter? Why don't I do them Monday to Friday or Monday to Thursday during the summer and then just release the videos? Because it's cold this morning. It's a beautiful fresh morning, but it's only about 6 or 8 degrees. Anyway, the plan for today is you would have seen the video where we fitted the roof rack. I have ordered roof rails, which came in from a company in Waterford. Well, they got them from the UK, but they came in, we did the research. They assure me that they will slide into the roof rails that are already on the Jeep that we got from Rover. And these are 2 more cross members because I need them for the solar panel, which is going to go in the front over the sunroof. Now, my plan is, right, there's a couple of things we need to do. There's a leak. The passenger floor is soaking wet and has been since the day I got the Jeep, and only right down the middle. We can't find water coming down or coming in from the back, so I'm going to take that carpet up, and I'll be driving the Jeep for a couple of weeks with no carpet. I don't mind. We've got to figure out where that water is coming in from. I am thinking of taking the carpet out altogether and putting in kick plate as a finish just for that rugged look, but that's further down the line. Another thing that needs to be done, there's a few little fiddly things. I need to measure up and do some kind of plan to what we're actually going to fit inside. Now, I will go to buckletwheel.ie. They're supplying us with the roof tent, the awning. I am buying the fridge off them, and I really need the fridge so I can then get measurements for the inside fixtures and fittings, for storage, for the kitchen sink, for the cooking utensils and stuff like that. So my plan is to go to Buckle Wheel during the week, get the tent fitted temporarily onto the Jeep. I will video that. You will see how we get it supplied and fitted. And that's really just to give me measurements so I can get the solar panel and see where it's going to go. And then I've got to figure out how we're going to get cables through the roof. We're going to obviously have to drill the roof. We're going to have to take down the roof cloth. There's a lot of work to be done. Fiddly little time-consuming bits. So the plan for today, this video, is the second set of bars across the roof. This could only take 2 minutes. It could take 2 hours. I'm hoping they fit. As you see, I haven't opened them yet, but I'm assured, and I did see them on the computer screen, they seem to be the right bars. And then, of course, we've got to measure up to see, I want to put another roof bar on, or possibly on one of these roof bars, I want to put 4 spotlights on the roof. That's a given. I don't want a light bar. I've nothing against light bars. I would just love 4 spotlights on the roof, if possible switched inside at the sunroof controls, 2 switches, 1 for each pair, but that's down the line. Right, let's get the cameras set up and let's see if this is going to fit. Now, I've got to be honest, I've just got this bag of stuff. I got some tools. So I've just measured the roof span across the Jeep, and it's actually 4 foot. These are 4'2". So I've got to just loosen these off and let them out to the end. Yeah, they slide right out to the end. Because I do honestly think that I'm going to need them. So let's just keep them a little bit loose, not too loose. Now, what we have here are plastic pieces, end pieces, and more instructions. Yeah, so they're going to look like they obviously slide onto that. There's a lock. That's what I'm assuming is in the box of bits that came with it. So they're plastic bits with more fitting instructions. And within here, yeah, we have all the bracketry that's needed to slide in. So let me read the instructions and I'll get back to you in a couple of minutes. Okay, from what I can see is there are 4 of these sliders with a washer and bolt, and then there are 4 of these. Now, the roof rails on the Range Rover, we'll say, are 6 foot long, and halfway down there's a fairly wide gap that you slide the bars into, and then you slide the bars into position. So seemingly you drop this in, slide it into position, you drop this over it, and then your bars bolt onto this. I'll show you what I mean. So the way these roof rails work is there are little grooves along here that allow you to lock the Rover roof rails in, but they go into this wide, this is a fairly long wide groove. So we have these and we slip them in there and then slide them up to the position that you want to be in, anywhere that you want to put the roof rack. You then have this piece which lips over the outside here, so that slips onto that. You then throw on your washer. A little break in transmission there, the courier arrived. So anyway, then you put on your washer and then you position. I want to go as far forward as I possibly can for the front one, and then I suppose the next one. This is why I want to get the roof tent. Maybe that one can slide back a little bit more. I actually don't think it can, but the roof tent will go on there. I'm going to put the 2 bars on, and then during the week, I think Thursday, today is Monday. Yeah, I think Thursday I'm going to head out to Buckletwheel, get the tent fitted temporarily. I'll leave it on for a few days, come back here, get measurements, and then I'll be able to sort out where the solar panel is going to go. I do like these bars that I got, because I could drill holes in them and fit some fabulous spotlights into them, but I am going to need 2 bars for the solar. So I'm going to go put these together and I'll get back to you in a couple of minutes. Okay, so let me show you what I've done here. I've just roughly sat this in onto this bracket. It's not screwed in yet, and I want to make sure that this gap here is the same on both sides, so I can slide this across. I'm going to get a measuring tape, and I just want to make sure from the front, I'm going to have to pull the Overlander back a bit, but I just want to make sure that this gap is the same on both sides, that it doesn't look naff, and I got to do that on both roof racks. Now, if ever you're doing this, a couple of things to note. Make sure you tighten these down totally, because once you get this on, you're not going to get a socket in there or even a spanner. Well, you'll get an open end spanner. So I have both ends of this tightened down. I have this gap at about little over 4.5 centimeters on each side. And now I'm going to bolt it in here and then put on the cap ends that came with the kit. Now, there are end caps that come with a little plastic Allen key to lock on the end caps. They're not worth a feck, so I got an Allen key, and I'll show you how this works. I'm going to do this piece without a microphone because the cable was getting in the way. So you've got an end cap, you've got to make sure it slides up over there into position like that, and then this pops in like that, and it basically just locks in place with one turn of the key, and then it looks like this. I think that finishes them off nicely. Now, one thing that I did forget to do, on the bolt that comes up here inside, there's a little black piece of plastic that you can put on the top of that, but nobody's going to see it. But I think it looks okay. I'll go and put the end cap on the other end. So there's the finished product. I took the end caps off because I'm going to need to adjust these to slide them when we get to buckled wheel to fit the tent. I'm sure they're going to have to, well, that second one is going to have to move forward. That front one is as far forward as it's going to be, so I won't be putting spotlights there. I would really love a set of another bar here, so I might have to get something made. I do have a friend who is a metal fabricator, and he might be able to fabricate me a bar very, very similar to that, that will just bolt and glue into the roof, and that'll take the 4 spotlights. I'm still having problems at this late stage. Well, it's not a late stage, it's the beginning of the build, October 1st, getting a snorkel from there. So it looks like I'm going to have to try again. Another friend of mine, a friend of his is an aluminium metal fabricator, and he might be able to make me a snorkel, even if it's not the real thing. I think it'll look well. But I really do think this needs a snorkel, even as I say, if it's just aesthetics. I'm loving the chunky tires. Okay, 2 different roof racks, but it doesn't matter. A tent is going to be covering one of them, and the solar panel is going to be covering the other one. Yeah, I think it's going to be, I think it's going to look okay. So that's this part of this video. There's more to come. As I say, this video is going to be snippets of little fiddly bits that we've done during the build. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And now get ready for another piece. I don't know what it's going to be, but get ready for another piece.